Hello, everyone, and welcome back to some more Disco Elysium, where it's finally time for us to go. Hello? Magic door.
You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. The door does not budge.
Okay, we gotta go upstairs then.
This
But as I was
small
saying,
elevator is dimly lit by a bulb that's been glowing for ages. The latticed cage is open, inviting you to step inside. Smells of nougat and sweat. Your head brushes up against the ceiling. There is a control panel to your right, and just enough room for two people to fit in. The maintenance card under the control panel reads, Last maintenance, 10th July, 88. This elevator must have been used to transport pinball machines to and from the upstairs workshop.
it's time for us to go get our gun back and go talk to the communists. But first, it seems that we are exploring an elevator.
There are large rectangular buttons, monter, descente, and an international call for emergency assistance. That third one appears to be broken. A small steel plaque reads Halter 800. Halter is a Koningsteiner lift company who went out of business a long time ago.
Says last maintenance was in 88.
That it does. I say, let's brave it.
This elevator was last maintenance in the future?
No, it was maintained in 88 of the previous century.
So it's not a message from the future.
No, I think the bureaucrats just forgot about this backroom elevator after the revolution.
So it was mostly pinball machines riding this elevator.
Seems so, although it's pretty quaint for a freight elevator.
Let's go up. Now, let's get... Nope. I did not want to click that.
So this is where they brought 40 pinball machines to fix them up. A long time ago. Everything is covered with dust now. The lieutenant looks around the dusty, crowded room, inspecting the tools on the shelf.
It's like they gave up on fixing the pinball machines at some point.
At some point, 20 years ago, 15 maybe, before pinball went out of vogue.
Used to be a pinball workshop.
Looks like it. I'm guessing Martinez North 22 used to be a pinball arcade before it became a hostel. There are machines left over.
A creak. Some dust falls off a shelf.
Downstairs in the hall, next to the main door. One of them even works. I've seen one of the hearties bang away at it.
Remember the dice maker? Then that means...
Whirling Rags was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade.
Ah, yes, as the novelty dice maker said. This has absolutely nothing to do with the case, I'm sure. But I do like a nice little connection.
But then it went bankrupt. Your skin crawls from making the connection.
This mean Whirling Rags really is part of the Doom commercial area?
If that's true, then our cafeteria manager is not going to like it. We should tell him what we found up here, omitting that suspicion. He does not appear to be the kind of man who likes his establishment to be part of a neighborhood ghost story about bankruptcy.
Stupid superstition. But still, it would be interesting to see what the cafeteria manager thinks of this.
Oh, I'm sure Gotcha would love this.
It's not a ghost story. It's a curse, and Gart ought to be made knowledgeable so he can perform counterspells.
Oh, Got. Not Gotcha. I've been reading an
You
extra...
clearly see
Jackpot.
Okay, you've seen this before. I have been reading an extra R in his name. Okay, do you know anything about the pinball?
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation.
The fuck? Sure, why not?
But we are awake, sire. She has been forthcoming with sordid details women usually conceal. Most shocking details of the sexual kind. We are a bulwark, unbreached. Get a hold of yourself just once, will you? Try to look past the sexually lax morals and do some police work. So you say, but give us one example of deceit. Just one example.
Could the lurid explicitness conceal something less sensational but more illegal?
Who is this personhood picking these seditious options? Can't you see the detective grows weary of your malcontent? Stop staring at her eyes and say something pertinent to the case. This is making you look like an amateur. It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further. At least for now.
Okay, need to talk to you about your room again.
Yeah?
Did you know that that door leads to an elevator downstairs?
I did not. Do you think this has something to do with what happened?
It's possible.
She keeps looking at the door with a worried expression. The wind ruffles her hair.
There's a peephole looking at your bedroom.
A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
Okay.
A jitter of fear and disgust moves through her body, beginning from her shoulders and ending in her hips. The cigarette tastes foul to her now.
Do you think this is somehow connected to me?
It could be connected.
Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover with some tape.
If it is recent, who do you think made it?
Shit. I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local kids use it or something. I don't know.
She does. She must have some idea.
I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there?
You might have some idea who would be interested in making that hole.
Honestly, I have no clue.
Yet, maybe it's something she's keeping for a later move, when she's more sure of herself.
There's tracks on the floor, they're recent.
Huh. This isn't good.
She's straight as a stick, suddenly.
It's an old pinball workshop. Place used to be a pinball arcade.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
She's lost in thought, eyes narrowed, forehead furrowed.
All right.
Okay, no, I will not be asking a personal question. We will be going down. Thank you very much.
This window
Nope. Get down. Further down, please. So, what the hell opens this door? What the hell's in there? Gator, my friend.
Hey, was there something you needed?
Well, well, bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
Pour me a drink.
Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this a shaker?
You are behind the bar. It is your fucking job.
He sounds irritated. And it's not a shaker. It's nothing. He's holding nothing.
There's nothing there.
Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this? Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why?
Why?
Because I'm not a bartender. I'm a cafeteria manager. Is there anything else you wanted?
You're doing a shit job of managing the cafeteria, mate.
Play it calm. This man needs to understand you need a drink to help the community deal with police stuff.
I want a fucking drink, asshole. I'm an alcohol-operated detective. If you want to clean up the dead body and solve the case, you need to insert alcohol in my mouth.
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple?
You do not want to taunt me, not when it comes to Marinellas.
Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella. I have work to do and broken things to fix. If that was all, I'd like to return to it.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the work you have to do involves, I don't know, pouring your patrons some drinks. Dickhead?
Another thing. Great. I love those.
Klaasje nicked the phone line.
Why? No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest in the building.
He really doesn't like it being classier.
Yeah, I bet you didn't want to be her.
What's that supposed to mean? Fuck you, buddy. She's not my taste. Good thing she pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it.
Oh yeah, your tastes are your own employees, right?
Wow. She really isn't his taste. Her spell hasn't spread here.
Now, was there anything else? I have like 4,000 coasters to stack. And then I need to wash dishes because it turns out I have to do that too now.
Yeah, it's a bitch having to actually work, isn't it? What if I told you I got in the back room behind the blue steel door?
Oh, okay. Well, I did hear you make noise back there, so good for you.
He's really holding himself back here. It takes a lot of willpower not to ask. Obviously, he's been wanting to know what's behind the door.
Don't you want to know what's back there?
Okay, what is back there?
Skeletons. Mausoleum of the Dead.
Yes, haha. What's actually behind there?
The black gaping maw at the end of time.
There is no gaping maw. If you don't want to tell me, you don't have to. That's okay.
But please do still tell me.
It's a pinball workshop.
Ha! I knew it. I've always wondered where those machines by the door came from. And they told me there was some kind of pinball thing here too. I knew it. Were there any back there? In working order, I mean.
Do you want to play?
No, I was just wondering if you found pinball machines there.
He was wondering about something business-related, about how much money he could make of one.
If you're thinking of selling those, I want a fat cut.
Those machines are whirling property. But if it makes you feel any better, I'm not planning to sell them. It wouldn't hurt to get a little life in here. Other than the hellish karaoke machine. That one's always causing trouble.
Yeah, those numbers he's adding up must be making good sense to him right now. Sounds like he cares about the place. He's not going to be overjoyed to hear that it's part of the doomed commercial area. He should still know. You have to be forewarned about these things.
I have to warn you. I may have discovered that the whirling is part of the doomed commercial area.
What? Why would you say that? We're at a completely different address from that whole thing.
So he knows of the doomed commercial area and its address. He's thought about this.
So you know the curse.
Everyone knows of it.
The whirling is listed on the intercom. One of the businesses in Building B should get your wiring fixed.
I've been working here for a long time, and that intercom has never been used by the whirling.
The whirling was once the East Delta Pinball Arcade before it failed. It's only a matter of time before the whirling fails too. No. The whirling was once the East Delta Arcade which failed, though perhaps the whirling will escape the curse.
Does this look like part of a doomed commercial area? This pre-revolutionary tilework? These high ceilings? The nice rooms? Well, most of the rooms.
Yeah, it does,
For
actually.
14 years, man. That's how long I've worked here. I've kept this place up through hail and through sleet. Fuck me, if some doom ghost...
He's done a fine job too. Though he's spoken of the place dismissively before, the hostel is actually very important to him.
You really care about the whirling.
Yeah, it's slowly growing on me again. It's beautiful in its own way, especially for this neighborhood. I've been trying to keep it that way, even if it is part of the damn doomed commercial area.
I shouldn't be worried about labels.
I don't place much stock in the curse and so on, but the label frightens the clientele. Who wants to stay at a doomed hostel? Everything's doomed enough without that.
So who actually owns this place?
Some real estate management company. They never come around here, just collect money from afar. Honestly, I think some money laundering might be involved.
And who named it the Whirling?
Well, it sure as hell wasn't the real estate company.
It was you?
You look surprised. What? It's a great name, I know. Cafeteria managers come up with great names too. It's from a song.
What song?
Hail, Holy Queen, by the Ateneers. Hail, Holy Queen of the Sea. You're whirling in rags, you're vast and you're sad.
Good pick.
It's very deep cut. Good, congratulations. What about those other cafeterias you manage?
What about them? One is a basement dive frequented by chain-smoking communists. I
Awesome.
can't tell you how sick I am of Kraz Mazov and Ignis Nielsen and all those old ghosts.
You take that back.
He's hesitating, not sure if he should share this information with you. Encourage him.
And the others?
The other is a kebab cart. It's very successful in its way, but it's nothing like the whirling.
Good luck to you.
Luck has got nothing to do with it. I need to think about where I'm going to place those pinballs. I have a feeling they're going to help.
Against the doom, it's implied.
So, if you didn't have anything else to tell me about my establishment, can we, wrap it up?
There's a peephole in the wall.
What wall?
In the secret back room next to Klaus's bedroom.
I'll have it fixed at once. Thank you for letting me know. I assure you, the whirling does not abide spying on its guests.
The color has drained from his face.
You sure you haven't been spying on your guests?
Absolutely not. Fuck you for even implying it. It wasn't me. It wasn't my staff. The establishment will look at it and ascertain what it was.
Well, he's definitely not lying. He wouldn't endanger this business like that.
Sir, he was only asking a question. It's his job and mine. See that it's covered.
Yes, I absolutely will. Sorry, it's been a bit of a day. And now a hole in the wall.
You've been notified.
Thank you. I'll patch it up personally. Was there something else about the establishment? I hope not. Yes?
That'll be all. Time for me to... I want to say communist meeting, but getting my gun is probably the highest priority. Or can I zoom out? At your ass down there, Harry. Yes, if I'm not mistaken. Old Fish Market. Go past the fishing village. Okay, where is Bates? And where is my gun? Bates, give me back my gun. Where doth the old fish market be? Is the old fish market?
Put your hands where I can see them.
Yep, that does appear to be the old fish market.
Show me your hands. This is the pigs. Show me your hands. Right!
Scavenged, battery-powered police lights protrude from her back. The flickering light show reveals a gun in her shaking hand.
That is one fucked up sight.
Her hand is trembling from some sort of neurodegenerative disease.
Madame, please drop the firearm immediately.
Yeah. Take it easy.
Failure to comply. Suspect is displaying aggression. Officer, under duress! Officer, under duress! I am the police. Don't move. Don't move. Hands on your head. Suspect is armed and dangerous.
Chill the fuck out, we just want to talk.
Lateral vascular neck restraint. Carotid sleeper. Carotid sleeper. Critically reducing blood from passing through the neck of the suspect.
The fuck?
Be careful, detective. Don't do anything that might set her off.
The situation looks bad. Calm yourself. Steady your breathing. You have to go for the gun sooner or later. Perhaps you can learn crucial facts before you do.
Please identify yourself, ma'am.
It's a goddamn police shitbag. On the pavement. You're under arrest.
As she waves her hands, you notice familiar-looking ampoules and packets sticking out of the mountain of police gear on her back. Medicine or drugs?
You on drugs?
Confiscated contraband. Restricted access. 2 kilos missing. Eyewitness report compromised.
I don't think she's on drugs. Being off drugs might actually be the problem here.
Yeah, you might be right. We can solve this peacefully. Lower the fucking weapon.
Officer in need of assistance. Suspect alert. Get on the ground.
Ma'am, please. We want to help you, but you need to lower that weapon.
Let's just talk, alright?
Disturbance reported. Authorized deadly force. Sector, take the shot. Big red key. Big red key.
Big red key. That's code for the battering ram. Cop talk. You know this. What happened to make her like this? Yes, sure, but also in a less abstract way. The neurodegenerative disease I mentioned earlier.
We're here to help. Tell us what's wrong.
The woman looks at you, but through you, like you don't exist. Her eyes gleam feverishly, and the rotating police beacon lights reveal deep scratch marks on her cheeks. Recent, self-inflicted.
This is the police. Unlawful engagement. Hands on the ground. Scumbag.
So this is what the weather's like on the other end of a cop's gun.
Fascinating.
His shoulders relax, and a look of realization appears in his eyes. Did he notice something?
See? This is what happens when we are not around.
You're not the police. We are the police.
Back up. Back up. Back up. Status unconfirmed.
Baby, you know who I am. Yeah, Lieutenant Overly Freighter de Dubois, 41st Precinct. This is my partner, Lieutenant Kitsuragi, 57.
No. I thought Mr. Moran. Gareth.
Aggravated assault. Man down. Officers in pursuit.
There's a scenario unfolding in her head right now. It has nothing to do with what's happening here.
What's the situation, officer?
Law enforcement compromised. Impersonating a police officer.
Does she not believe you two are actually police officers?
Yeah, look at my badge.
License and registration. License and registration. Come in dispatch. Sector. Azimuth.
It's not a code, just disjointed words.
Yep, guess I can't do anything. Gotta go for it.
She's frantic,
Fuck.
confused, teetering under all that gear.
Seriously, by what?
There's an opening if you just move fast enough. If not, the lieutenant's got her in his sights. Host almighty, don't count on that. You saw the Beano Cloud can't shoot for shit.
Yeah. Let's back away.
Confined quarters. confusion. Ah, well.
Oh my god.
For a moment there,
I was 80% sure the gun is empty, and still the instinct almost took over.
What is this? This isn't police issue. Police weapons have bullets. This isn't real. Police guns always have bullets. What is this? Why did you sell me this?
She looks devastated.
I'm glad I didn't sell the gun with the bullets.
Grab the gun, right now. This might be your only chance.
I'm done with this gun now. Pick up the
No
gun.
one ever cares anymore. Why would they treat me like this?
This limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is grinding to a halt. Tired of walking the desert, it doesn't want to feel or think anymore.
poor woman. We need to figure out what to do with her now.
Nobody's ever around. Nobody ever comes to visit me.
Yeah, I'm sorry how your life turned out.
Her scratched skin is warm to the touch, but the person inside doesn't even know you're there.
What do you think's happening?
She's in a stupor. I've seen this before. God knows for how long. Could be days when they get like this.
Yeah, but why do you think she liked it in the first place?
Honestly, I don't know. Dementia, probably. Dementia and Channel 8. And loneliness.
This is what happens when you listen to too many cop shows on the radio.
There's a bit more to this than that. But right now, we need to decide what to do with her.
God, I hate... No, this is such a bad idea. Should we just arrest her?
I don't think there's any need for that. In her current state, and without the gun, she isn't really a threat to anyone.
In a sane society, she'd be taken to a hospital.
We could let Titus know. This is a perfect problem for the local peacekeepers to handle. They might even know her family.
That's actually a good idea. Titus sounds like the man for the job.
Then we can ask him once we get back to the whirling. But we have to hurry, because it's late and they might have already gone home. But I think we're done here for now. Let's head out. This
Please, leave the radio on.
Reflex to what? Being left alone? She stands motionless, just a heap of clothes and fleshes now. Maybe if you search her once more. Anti-Object Task Force. Behold, the Anti-Object Task Force has assembled. God's avenging angel, arrayed against the lower emanations of the Darkened One. Shoe racks, tape recorders, motor carriages, and doors. So many doors. You're not just pounding it all to pieces. You're reforging the universe, from the anvil of the heavens to the worms below. Indulge in it. Be bold. Have an impact on the shape of creation. Out of the furnace of your rage. A new reality. Also, you should trash your room again.
Obviously. +1 pain threshold and all physique learning caps raised by 1. Great. Which means I can get +1 physical instruments, which I think is what I needed. But that is gonna be left for the next episode. Thank you all so very much for watching. As always, I have been Pope. Please do remember to like, comment, and indeed subscribe. Let's carry my gun. Fancy. I've got 2 bullets. I'll keep it back for now. But yes, please do like, comment, subscribe. As always, I have been Pope, and I will see you all next time.